Hey guys, welcome back to another edition of the Chingo Gringo Beer Review. Today is a special edition of the Chingo Gringo Beer Review. Because why? Because today is a very special day in my country, the United States of America. Today we celebrate our independence from England. Today is the 4th of July. So it's a very special day for Americans today. Now, I have a beer for you guys today, and it's, of course, being that it's 4th of July, it's going to be an American beer. And so my wife actually picked this up for me. Thanks to my wife for picking it up for me. And I think it's apropos for a very hot day like we have here in Cancun today. Really hot. They say demasiado in Spanish, really hot. Okay, so what is the beer today? It is, let me get a better grip on it. It is Goose Island 312, let me see. Be patient, guys. Okay, 312 Urban Wheat Ale. Turn that a little bit more. Urban Wheat Ale. And of course, this, like I said earlier, this is a product, this is brewed by Goose Island Brewery. Now, I don't know if this is brewed in their Chicago brewery or the other one, and I don't remember where the other one is. It says actually brewed in and bottled by Goose Island Beer Company in Baldwinsville, New York, and Fort Collins, Colorado. Okay, so brewed and bottled. Maybe it's brewed in one and bottled in the other. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so what kind of beer do we have today? This is their urban wheat, they call it, 312. And this is English style summer ale. So it's a very nice beer for a really hot day in the summertime like we are right now. The ABV is very mild, 4.2% ABV for this beer. IBUs are low as well, 18 IBUs. So this should be a very drinkable beer. All beer is drinkable to me, but sessionable, I should say. Sessionable. You can have several of these with no problem. Okay, let's talk about the malts for the beer. The malts for this beer are two-row torrefied wheat, and that's it. Just two-row barley, malted barley, and torrefied wheat. Malted torrefied wheat. Hops are First Gold, Mount Hood, and Cascade. And I think that's it for now. Oh yeah, there's a Best By date. Let's see what it is, if I can see it. It's usually on the neck. It says, ooh, boy, I need glasses. And it's in white, which makes it worse. It looks like November 1st of 2016. That's what it looks like to me. Best By date. Now, when the beer is brewed, the brewery says it's best to enjoy this beer within 180 days. Now, just hold it up and maybe you guys can see it better than I can. There's the bottled on date. So actually, this is not the Best By date. This is a bottled on date, and which means it's probably not November. Oops, sorry about the noise, guys. Maybe they're doing maybe it's April 11th. Yeah, April 11th bottled on date of this year. So it's best to have this beer within 180 days of that bottle on date, which we're in that. So it's no problem. What threw me for a loop with the date is they have the date and the month reversed, like the rest of the world does. America has usually the other way, you know, with the month first and then the day, which that's why I was confused. Okay, so without further ado, let's pour this beer up and see what we're talking about here. Just kind of give it a little pour. Okay. Continue to pour. I had to get a better grip on the bottle. Okay, it's pouring really nice. Pours with a massive head. but the head dissipates really fast. Look at that. Of course, I didn't turn it sideways, so that's why it has such a great big head. But you can see the bubbles are really big, or well, big bubbles, medium to large bubbles, I should say, and poured with a nice head, but the head is dissipating rapidly. So not a lot of head retention in this beer, and that's probably because it's a wheat beer, and with wheat beers you don't get a lot of, sorry about that, you don't get a lot of head retention, good head retention on wheat beers. It's really difficult to get good retention on those. Okay, so let's talk about the color. Okay, today here in Cancun, it's not sunny. It's a little overcast, so maybe that may affect how you guys see the color. But it's a really beautiful, like straw, straw gold color, I would say. Let me read any other information. I might be forgetting here. Yeah, and one thing to notice as well, because this is a wheat beer, of course you're going to have the haziness that you can see there in the beer. It's not going to be as clear as other ales or lagers, because for the fact that you are using wheat in the malt bill to make this beer, and wheat leaves hazy. But you know what? That's no problem, because this beer style, that's what you expect from a wheat beer. I like a hazy, unfiltered color, but still beautiful color beer. Okay, what's next? Okay, I'll go ahead and take the aroma here, or check the aroma, I should say. Have some guys running in the background there. I always wait till I get started on my beer review to run around the pool. Wow. Yeah, there are some really nice aromas in this beer. First thing I get right up front is really wonderful citrusy, lemony aromas, and a little bit of malt aroma as well. Yeah, maybe a little bit of floral, citrusy and floral aromas with a little bit of malt aroma in there as well, but very subtle malt aroma. The predominant aroma here is citrus and floral. Okay, so let's go in for my favorite part, the drinking part. Cheers, guys. Okay, it has a really low-level bitterness, which is really nice. On a hot summer day, you can have several of these, and you don't feel like you do when you have a heavier beer. Has a really nice mouthfeel, medium body beer with I would describe it as maybe a creamy mouthfeel. Really nice mouthfeel in this beer. Again, I'm getting that nice level of bitterness, followed by, in the middle, some notes of citrus fruits, tropical, maybe some tropical fruits, citrus, lemon, or lime, and maybe some tropical, maybe mango. I'm getting some mango flavors in there as well. Really nice flavors here. Followed by a really nice dry finish with lingering bitterness. So, give it one more try, just to confirm, you know how it is. Okay, so I think I am ready to give this beer the Goose Island Urban Wheat Ale. Is it 412 or 312? I always forget. 312 Urban Wheat Ale. I'm ready to give it a rating. Okay, what rating am I going to give this beer? I think I am going to give it a solid 7. 7. To be honest, wheat beers are not my favorite. I enjoy them, but I wouldn't seek them out. But that, I'm not knocking it for that. It's a really nice, solid beer, and for that reason, I'm giving it a 7. So, that's going to be it for this edition of the Chingo Gringo Beer Review from Cancun, Mexico. On this special day of 4th of July, Independence Day for Americans. Until next time, guys, remember to drink responsibly, especially if you're going out tonight to enjoy the fireworks. Remember, do not drink and drive. Have a designated driver. And as always, guys, keep pouring them up, keep drinking them down. Cheers. Happy birthday, America.